Alright, so we've gone through and we've got the motor together, we've got it in the car, we've got everything done, fluids are in it, and I found out that the pulley for the blower belt never had the belt center line of that. The belt was always offset to the backside. Couldn't figure out why. It's been a long time. I've been going back and forth with the manufacturer. I've talked to a lot of engine guys trying to figure out what's going on, and we think we finally come up with a solution. The back of the damper where it slides into that crank seal was machined too long. So what's happening is the whole entire thing is offset because of it. We're going to go back and we're going to take off just over 1/8 of an inch. We're going to set that thing back inside that motor a little bit, and we'll get that belt centered, and we're ready to go. Later in this video, you're going to see we're going to modify the fan shroud, try and get some more air through there. We were having a little bit of a overheating issue the last time we had the car out. So what we're going to do is modify that. We'll walk you through that process, reinstall it, and we're going to get this thing fired up. Like I said, you know, it's been a bunch of videos of us trying to get there, whatever. Today's the day. So let's get to it. Alright, so as you can see, this right here is our blower pulley. That's the crank pulley there. The belt comes up here up to the supercharger. You can see that the belt is offset way to the back. Let's zoom in on that a little bit. That's what I've been worried about. I want that thing to sit a little bit more center than that. So that's where we're coming up with the dimension we need. Also a bunch of measuring, but we're going to get that belt in the center before we go ahead and fire it up and go out and drive it. So we're going to pull this thing apart, we're going to go machine that damper down, and then we'll put it all back together. Finally, we got this thing back together. We got the damper machined down so the belt sits center. We got the fans back in after we modified the shroud with you guys, and here we are. We're at the point now that we're ready to fire it up. Let's take a quick look at what we have here before we go ahead and do that. So again, real quick, 68 Mustang. This is a 351 stroker that we did on the channel we built. It's 408 now, fully forged, got the Novi 2000 on it. Pulleyed for about 18 pounds of boost, somewhere in there. We'll see what it ends up actually being, but where it's pulleyed right now. I still don't have this front piece done. I still don't have the hood pins in it yet, but that we don't need it to fire it up. So we got the fans in, we got everything going. Let's go flick this thing on and see what kind of noise it'll make. Alright, so we're sitting inside this thing. I apologize, it's a little bit dark in here. The hood's up on the roof, so I don't want to take the cover all the way off. But let's go ahead and crank it up and see what kind of noise it's going to make. Alright, so I know you guys are definitely not anywhere near as excited as I am to hear this thing finally fire up. We got it running, and hey, what can I say? We didn't hear any bad noises, it sounds great. So let's go ahead, swap the oil out, and we'll take it out and go around the block.